JKG, pull or no pull. Alright guys, it's the time of the month again. It's 30th of November, so tomorrow Garou will actually be released, so I'm here to do another edition of pull or no pull for Garou. Yep, the human monster. So is he good? Let's take a look. So we'll see his ultra ultimate first, as I always do. So just to give you guys an overview of his ultra ultimate when his keepsake comes in the future. So for his ultra ultimate, this is assuming that you guys already seen his skills and details. If you haven't, go and take a look at my video here. I'll link it up on the top right corner, or if you are watching this on the first, then you can already see his skills in the game. Yeah, so his ultimate damage will be increased from 100% to 120%. And then his internal injury, it used to deal 130% of Garou's attack. Now it's increased to 145%. Also, additionally, it randomly affects 3 enemies with internal injury. Now it affects 4 enemies, which is pretty good. Yeah, so his keepsake actually has quite a few changes. It's not just increase in damage or stuff. The effect 3 enemies to 4 enemies, I think, is quite a big upgrade. It's from half of your opponent's team to 2/3 of your opponent's team. And then plus your follow-up is potentially you can deal internal injury to the whole of your enemy team. Yeah, and then the enhanced passive, so this is when you get Garou to 5 stars. His passive follow-up damage will increase from 80 to 90%, and then 3 follow-ups per round. It will be increased to 4, which is not too bad, but I would have preferred a tweak to his revive. So currently he can only revive once, so if it's increased to 2 times, I think it will be a lot stronger. Yeah, but then the enhanced passive only improves the follow-up damage and the follow-up time, which is still pretty good. And also, I'm gonna go through some of the details that a lot of you guys are asking. So he's a grappler, and then he's a martial artist. That's his class. So because he's a martial artist, he actually belongs to the hero side instead of the monster side, which is a little bit weird. But because of how the martial artist class works, it falls under the hero side. Yeah, so you can actually build a hero team and then you can add Garou inside. Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't put him as an outlaw instead, so that he can be in the monster team. Yeah, because there are a lot of good hero units already, and the hero team is getting stronger each update. And the monster team is still pretty lacking until we get Goketsu and Garou. Yeah, and then the next LSSR is most likely either Metal Bat or Flashy Flash, which will also be heroes. Yeah, so I'm not sure why they didn't put Garou in the monster team instead. Yeah, so anyway, let's continue. So we'll go with the pros first. So he deals internal injury and is to multiple targets. So currently the only units that do internal injury is Silverfang and Bakuzan, which I think is just single units. And for Silverfang I think it's 2 units at the max. But for Garou, due to his passive, he can do a lot of follow-ups, and then his ultimate can also deal internal injury to multiple targets. So potentially even at a normal 1 or 2 star Garou, at not even the enhanced passive, you can actually make the entire team fall into the internal injury debuff, which is actually pretty strong for team-wide purposes. So if you build him as a very fast speed, and you use his ultra ultimate first, and then you do your other sweeping lineup, your normal damage dealing units like maybe Metal Knight, Tornado, or even Golden Ball, you can potentially knock down a few units. Yeah, because of how internal injury works. yeah, so that is actually potentially pretty strong. And it attacks all units for his ultimate ability. So I think all attackers are pretty valuable because all the newer units like the Awakened Tatsumaki, they have attack all skills and then it's getting more and more OP each update. So I think those that only attacks like a column or a row will fall off pretty soon. Yeah, even though Bomb is just released in the Chinese server and he's a column attacker. Yeah, but he has a lot of utility which Garou doesn't really have. So all attacker is kind of an advantage. Follow up on enemy attacks, which is pretty good. Yeah, even though it's just up to 3 times, but then on the enhanced passive it's up to 4, so it's, yeah, triggering follow up on enemy attack is pretty nice. And then he can also self-revive, but it's just once. Yeah, but it's still pretty strong in this meta, with so many zombie mans team in arena and live clash. I think this can be potentially a very good combination. Yeah, so good pairing for zombie man, that's the last point. Yeah, so with so many people with zombie man right now, I think Garou will be a pretty good pick to combo. But yeah, let's move to the cons. So the first thing I want to touch on, so I think he will be replaced by Goketsu. So personally I feel that Goketsu is a bit better because Garou is just pure damage dealer and he has pretty low base HP, whereas Goketsu can do internal injury as well, but he has multiple skills that buffs your allies. It makes them harder to kill, and he himself will have reduced damage if it's hit by non-critical attacks. So Goketsu is a very tanky unit, and he also has the highest base HP in the game. Yeah, so he can hit hard, oh yeah, and he attacks all as well. So he hits hard, he attacks all, he has higher HP, which I think will be a better suit for a zombie man team as well. Yeah, so for me, I feel like if I were to choose, I would put Goketsu instead. Yeah, but if you can put both, then why not? Yeah, because I already missed out on Silver Fang. Yeah, so Silver Fang is actually one of the most perfect pairing for zombie man. But because I didn't get him, so I might go try to summon for Garou, and then in 2 to 3 months, if I saved up enough black tickets, then I'll go for Goketsu as well. Because in between Garou and Goketsu is Flashy Flash, which I'm not very interested in. Yeah, so I won't be summoning for that. Okay, second con, low attack multiplier for ultimate. So if you guys saw all my translation videos for all the latest heroes, you can see the damage multiplier is getting more and more insane. So for example, the Awakened Tatsumaki, her ultimate attacks all as well, but the damage is 150% to all enemies, whereas Garou is just 100%, which is pretty low, and his base attack is also not that high. Yeah, so Tatsumaki is at almost 2.4, it's 2394, and then Genos is an all attacker as well, and it deals a lot more damage because it's based on his max HP. So you can put a lot more stats there. And then yeah, his base HP is 2435. Oh sorry, Tatsumaki's base attack is 419. I looked at the wrong stat. And then Garou is only 408. Yeah, so he has lower base attack, and then his ultimate also deals less attack damage. Yeah, so I think based on these, I feel like his ultimate is pretty weak. Yeah, and then he doesn't have a lot of utility, so his normal attack and his ultimate all deal internal injury, and then his follow-up also. So he's just purely an internal injury debuffer and also attacker, but he can't really tank because he can only revive once. So he's not someone that you will put on the front line as well. And then lastly, yeah, revive only activates once, which I think is something like an unyielding. So it's just like similar to maybe Movement Rider or like Super Alloy. Yeah, so it revives once, and yeah, I think that's about all for his defensive skills. The rest are all offensive. So I feel like he's not a very well balanced unit. It's just I mean for a pure attacker he's really good. But if you are building a team, I don't think you should just look at attacking skills. Yeah, so if you are my title didn't come up. Yeah, so if you are free to play, I would say skip, unless you manage to get Zombie Man and somehow you still have 180 tickets. So maybe you managed to get Zombie Man within like the first 30 pulls, and then this, like for 1st December, you are able to get 36 more free black tickets from the mall, and then you have 180. Then yeah, sure, go for it, because GoKatsu will be dropping in 2 to 3 months depending on whether they are releasing Metal Bat. So with 72 black tickets a month, you still have some time to save. If it's 3 months, then it's definitely enough time. If it's 2 months, then it might be a bit rushed. Yeah, so you guys can try, like, test your luck maybe. Yeah, so if you have 180 tickets, then maybe you can go for a few summons, see whether you get lucky. And then for my animation didn't go right. So for dolphins, so it's like a more casual, not too hardcore pay to play players. You can try to get the daily R&D limited packs. So these packs reset every day, and it's a pretty good chance to get quite a lot of black tickets actually. So if you guys want to, you can try your luck there. Yeah, you can. I've gotten quite a few times like 12 black tickets. So for the duration of the event, the summon banner, there's about 7 or 8 times where you can buy this packs. So potentially it's quite a lot of tickets if you manage to get it. And then yeah, just make sure you have enough tickets for GoKatsu after that, and then you can spend the rest on Garou. Yeah, so I think that's the end of this this Pool or No Pool episode. Yeah, pretty straightforward one for this one, because I feel like he's not good enough for everyone to pull. Yeah, so free to play players, make sure you guys don't summon for him. Yeah, so I think that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss future videos, and check back tomorrow for the bomb skill translations. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.